Hi, welcome to my video on changing a decimal numeral to a fraction. Express the decimal as a fraction with the denominator having the last place value to the right of the decimal point. I did one already. 0.9 is 9/10. 9 times 1 over 10, and when you multiply 1 times 1, 9 times 1, and the 9 is over 1, so it becomes 9/10. 0.13 is 13 hundredths. And 13 hundredths is 13 times 1 over 100. 13 over 1 multiply is 13 over 100. 4.7 is 47 tenths. Notice the 7 is in the 10th place. So that's 47 times 1/10. So that's 47 over 10. And you can't reduce because they're primes. And decimal 0.003 is 3 thousandths. And that's 3 times 1 over 1,000. So 3 times 1 is 3 over 1,000. Again, the 3 is over 1. 3 times 1, 1 times 1,000. 1.2 is 12/10. 12 times 1/10, and that's 12 over 10, and that reduces to 6 over 5 as a fraction. And you could say that, as a fraction, but we're not talking about changing to mixed numbers. So decimal 25 is 25 hundredths, because the 5 is in the hundredths place. 25 times 1 over 100. 25 is over 1 just to make sure. 25 times 1 is 25. And I'm multiplying it out, and then I'm going to reduce. So 25 and that goes once, 25 and the 100 goes 4. But when I'm multiplying here, I could have 12 times 1/10. Go back to this one. I could say 2 and the 10 goes 5, 2 and the 12 goes 6. So that would have given me 6 over 5 if I reduced it. Because when I'm multiplying, I can cancel. I can cancel the 25 and 100 4 times and got 1/4. Again, 25 times 1 over 100. 25 and 25 goes 1, 25 and 100 goes 4, so that gives you 1/4. So you can multiply and then reduce, or you can reduce and then, or cancel and then multiply. So this is 1, 1, 2, 1, 1 times, that's tenths. I've been going ahead of myself now. So 2, 1, 1 times 1 over 10. So that's 2, 1, 1 over 10. And decimal 0.55 is 55 thousandths. So that's 55 times 1 over 1,000, which is, we can cancel here. 5 into that goes once, 11. 5 and 5 goes once, 5 and 5 goes once. 5 into 1,000 goes 200. So that gives me 11 over 200. So if I cancel first, I could multiply and then cancel, but it's easier to cancel first. The decimal point is dropped in the numerator. Notice there's no decimals in the numerator. Practice. Let's do each. 0.79 is 79 hundredths. 79 hundredths. THS, right? So that's 79 times 1 over 100. And again, that's 79 over 100 when you multiply. 31 tenths. The 1 is in the 10th place. 31 times 1/10 over 1, so that's 31 over 10. 3/10, so that's 3 times 1 over 10, and 3 times 1 is 3, 1 times 10 is 10. And this is 17 thousandths. Which is 17 times 1 over 1,000. Notice the 7 is in the thousandths place. So 17 times that is no cancellation. 17 is prime. Decimal 5 is 5/10. 5 times 1/10, which is 5. Oh, we can cancel. 5 and 5 goes once. 5 and 10 goes 2. 1 times, so, excuse me. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So 0.5 is the same as a half. So this is 24/10. 24 times 1 over 10. We can cancel. 2 into 10 goes 5. 2 into 24 goes 12. So we get a 12 over 5. And this is 6 thousandths. So 6 times 1 over 1,000. 2 into 6 goes 3. 2 into 1,000 goes 500. It's over 1, so we get 3 over 500. And this one is decimal 48, is 48 hundredths. 48 times 1 over 100. We can cancel. 4 into, goes into both. 4 into 48 is 12. 4 into 100 is 25. So we get 12 over 25 as a fraction. Let's continue. Expressing as a decimal. Expressing a fraction as a decimal can be done faster. Well, faster means that I can, instead of writing all that we're doing on what we did on the other page, let's put the 6 over the place value, 10, and then reduce it, 3 over 5. Let's put the 45 over the last place value, which is hundredths, and then we can reduce it. 5 into 45 is 9, 5 into 100 is 20. And this one is 7 over the last place value is thousandths, so that's faster. The other way I did on the other page is just longer, but you probably wouldn't do that. I'm trying to explain why. The other page was an explanation. Now we take a shortcut. 6.2 is 62 over 10, because 2 is in the 10th place. So that's 31 over 5 as a fraction. Practice, pause. We have 97 over 100. 97 is prime, can't break down. 2 decimal 005 is 5 over 1,000. 5 is in the thousandth place. 5 into 5 goes once. 5 into 10 goes 2, 0, 0. And I get 1/6 over 10, because 6 is in the 10th place. So that's 2 into 16 goes 8, 2 into 10 goes 5. And this is 7 over 10, tenths. 7 is in the 10th place. Now let's write mixed numerals for some of these. So 7.4, just then we said it was 74 over 10. But 10 can go into 74 7 times and 4 left over. So we can go, if you want, right away. That's 7 and 4 over 10, which is 7 and 2 over 5 when you reduce it. So they're mixed numerals because we have natural numbers in the front, larger than 1. So we have 11 and 37 over 100, because the 7 is in the hundredths place. We have 1 and 5 over 100. 5 is in the hundredths place. So that's 1. 5 into 5 goes once. 5 into 100 goes 20. D is 189 and 5 over 10, because 5 is in the 10th place. So that's 189. 5 into 5 goes once, 5 into 10 goes 2. So 0.5 is 5 out of 10. 0.5 is a half. You got to memorize. So without working that out, even though I wrote 5 over 10 because of the place value, I know that 0.5 is a half. 2 and 9 over 1,000, because the 9 is in the thousand place. 4,000 and 84 over 100, because the 4 is in the hundreds place. So that's 4,000, and 4 into 84 goes 21. 4 into 100 goes 25. So 421 over 25. Let's try these on your own. Okay, here we go. Pause, work them out. 3 1/10. 10 and 55 over 100. The 5 is in the hundreds place. So that's 10. 5 into 55 goes 11. 5 into 100 goes 20. 2 and 16. 6 is in the thousands place. So that's 2. 4 into 16 goes 4. 4 into 100 goes 20. But it can go again. 4. Oh, that's a 25. My mistake. So 4 into 1,000 is 250. It can go once more. So that's 2 over 125. So I divided by 4, and I divided 4 into 1,000 is 250, and then I noticed it was still even, so I divided by 2 again. So that's 8, 7, 3, and 11 over 100, because the 1 is in the hundreds place. 25 and 7/10, because the 7 is in the tenths place. This is 9 and 4/10, which is 9 divided by 2, you get 2/5. 2 into 4, 2 into 10. Just practicing, mixing things around as you start mixing things up. Extra zeros are not necessary. So if I put a 0, a 0.3, that 0 is not necessary. And some people even say that the first 0 is not, the only reason that 0 is there is to pinpoint the decimal. Because when you write down decimal 3, you got to be careful. There's a 0. So you can also have extra zeros by working on the right side. So decimal 30 is the same as decimal 3. Because decimal 3 is 3/10. Decimal 30 is 30 over 100. So 30 over 100, the zeros cancel, so I get 3/10. So that 0 is not necessary. So the zeros to the left here are not necessary, and the zeros to the right of this digit are not necessary. So 0.300, the zeros on the right are not necessary. And 1.7, 0 is not necessary. 1.70, not necessary. 1.700, not necessary. 6 has a decimal right to the right. If there's no decimal in the number, it's always on the right. So that's not necessary. 0 is not necessary. 2 zeros are not necessary. And 42.3, 0.42.3, this 0 is not necessary. 42.30, not necessary. 0042.3, not necessary. So you can see. Simplify, let's practice. Simplify each by removing the extra zeros. So the extra zeros here is this one. So it's 2.4. The extra zeros in number 2, those are removed. So that's 13.4. The extra zeros here, well, not taking that one. You can leave that one there. But the extra zeros are on the right here. And you can't take these zeros out because that's in the 1th place. That's in the 10th place. The only 0 you can remove is the 1 on the right of the last digit or on the left. So 90.08. The only one you can remove is this one. You can remove the 0 in with the 9, so that becomes a 9. You remove the zeros with the 5, so that becomes a 5. 0, 31, is just the same as 31. And the 2 zeros here can be removed. Not necessary. Let's have a bit of fun now converting decimals to proper, improper, and mixed. Remember, a proper fraction has the numerator, NUM, less than the denominator. Improper fraction has the numerator greater than the denominator. NUM is numerator, DEN is denominator. And a mixed number is made up of a natural number, plus a fraction, which normally is proper. So mixed number is a natural number and a proper fraction. So decimal 06 as a proper fraction is 6 over 10. And you reduce it, it's 3 over 5. 6 over 10 can't become improper, can't become mixed. 1.5 can't become proper, but it can become improper because it could be 15 over 10, which is 5 into 15 is 3, 5 into 10 is 2. As a mixed numeral, it could become 1 and 5 over 10, which is 1 and 1/2. 5 and 10 reduce. Or you can go 3 over 2, 2 into 3 goes once, 1 left over. Decimal 04, proper fraction, is 4 over 100, last place value. 4 into 4 goes once, 4 into 100 goes 20. Oh, my mistake, 25. Not thinking properly. 25, there's 25, 4 quarters and $1, 25 cents, so makes sense. Can't be improper, can't be mixed. 2.33 can't be proper. Improper is 233 over 100. 3 is in the hundreds place. As a mixed numeral is 2 and 3 over 100. Because it's 2 and 3 hundredths. That can't be proper fraction. 25 decimal 25. And improper is 25 over 100, last place value. And we reduce that. 25 into 25 goes once. It can't go into 2. It go into 20. So it's 101. And 25 into 100 goes 4. So try your calculator. 101 divided by 4 should give you 25.25. And the mixed number is 25 and 25 over 100. So that's 25, and 25 goes into 25 once, 25 goes into 100 4. Practice. You work these out and play it back to see if you're right. Pause the video. Here we go. Proper, no. Improper, yes. 32 over 10. 2 into 10 goes 5, 2 into 32 goes 16. A mixed numeral is 3 and 2/10, which is 3 and 1 over 5. Proper fraction, 0.5. 0.5 is 5 over 10, but I know it works down to a half. Improper, no. Mixed number, no. Improper, or proper fraction, no. Improper, 608 over 100. And we'll divide by 4. Let's see. Let's go with 2 first. 304 over 50. Looks like it's still even. So it's a 15.2 over 25. So you could have divided by 4, but I divided 2 and 2. 2 is easy to divide by. So this is 6 and 8 over 100. 8 is in the hundreds place. So that's 6. 4 and 8 goes 2. 4 into 100 goes 25. Decimal 25 is 25 over 100. 5 is in the hundreds place. 25 is in 25 once. 25 goes into 100 4 times. 1 quarter is decimal 25. Improper, no. Mixed number, no. 7.24. Proper, no. Improper, 7024 over 1,000. 4 is in the thousands place. And as even, so I'll divide by 2. 2 into 7 goes 3, 5, 1, 2 over 500. Oh, we got to divide by 2 again. So that gives us 1, 7, 5, 6 over 250. And it goes again. So you just keep breaking it down and down. And 250 is 125. 2 into 17 is 8. 2 into 15 is 7. And 8. So that's the lowest. So if you had to divide this by 8 right away, you would have brought it right down to where you had. Anyway, mixed numeral is 7 and 24 over 1,000. So that's 7. 4 into 24 goes 6. 4 into goes 1,000 goes 250. And 2 into 6 goes 3. 2 into 250 goes 125. Proper fraction is 125 over 1,000. If you keep reducing this, if you divide by 5, you get 5 into that goes 25. 5 into 1,000 goes 200. 5 into 25 goes 5. 5 into 200 goes 40. So 5. And 5 over 40 is 1 over 8. Keep dividing by 5 to break it down. This is the easiest way. Improper, no. Mixed number, no. Again, just a little bit of work with your pencil. If you can't use your pencil so fast, then don't forget your calculator. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, click the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, write a comment if you wish, and visit my math website at mathfullyexplained.com. Information about me, degrees, teaching experience, the teaching strategies I'm going to use in my videos. The content is on my YouTube channel as the topics is going to be there. The number of videos on each topic. The topics completed are in black font. The topics to be completed are in red font. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.